Hi everyone, it's Ian Fox. Today I'm going to talk about Bear in the Big Blue House. So, first of all, I'm going to mention that Bear in the Big Blue House is one of the best shows I've watched in my childhood days. And to be honest, I've always loved Bear in the Big Blue House, even though I barely watched all the episodes as a kid. So, let's just explain. I never really watched Bear in the Big Blue House that much as a kid. Let's just say I only remember watching them from a VHS and a DVD. Well, two dudes, if I got my memory right. So I just don't think that Fear the Big House is just one of my favorites of all time. So don't get me wrong, I believe some people may don't like Bear in the Big Blue House, but well, I quite understand, and and I also understand that some people may scared of bear. So let's just say I honestly understand you guys. It's okay to be scared because because when you're a kid, just get like, oh, I don't like it. There, who the hell is that bear or something like that? But to be honest, I kind of support you guys for that because I have a friend and used to get scared of the bear when he was a kid. I honestly don't blame him for it, and I understand completely. So let's just say that if you guys remember on each episode from the beginning, where Bear always go like sniff, like what's that smell? And then he just like goes close to the screen and then like sniff, 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 and then he said, "It's you." And I can understand why Bear always does that sometimes because I just find a bit awkward. Because how can he smell us? I mean, we hardly any near him. He's only from the program because even though he's not really a real character, but we just all I'm saying is that how can he able to smell me if I'm not actually in the house with him? I mean, kind of confusing to be honest. So yeah. So I'm going to talk about Bear in the Big Blue House characters and some things that I already know about Bear in the Big Blue House. So, and I just be honest, I like all the characters to be honest. Well, technically not all of them, but some of them that I already know. So here we go. So real, I already mentioned Bear. So he's the main character of the show, and he owns the blue house, and that's where he lives. And he has three friends who comes to visit, and they are Tata the mouse, and is Trilo the green monkey. I think she or he was, and Ojo the bear. Oh, I love Ojo. She's kind of sweet. And I also like Pip and Puff. To be honest, I always find Pip and Puff very funny. They're always up to mischief. They can kind of remind me of Alvin the Chipmunks, like Alvin, Simon, and Theodore, but mainly Pip and Puff just kind of a bit more mysterious than the Chipmunks, if I have to be honest, in my own this personal opinion. So, I, I've always loved those characters of all time. And I also believe there's this other character, he's a doctor, and and I think his name was called Doctor Hug. So to be honest, I don't really know much about him. I just know him that he's the doctor of the whole show. So that's all I know. And there's oh yeah, there's Luna the Moon. I like Luna the Moon. It's kind of sad to know that um you know because that's part of the reason why in the Big Blue House is no longer on air because you know due of the actress who plays Luna the Moon passed away. actually feel sorry for her. I mean, I feel sorry for the other cast who knows her. I mean, seriously, really kind of feel sorry for everyone who knows that woman. So I can't really blame you that if you really like her very much because she's part of your childhood. So yeah, I just like Lula the Moon and this Ray the Sun. And to be honest, as a kid, I used to get scared of Ray the Sun. To be honest, it's just the way he used to look in the older version, not the one that some of you probably guys have watched it on the Disney Playhouse, but the older version of the Big House, where Ray used to have just like sort of like eyebrows, and he doesn't got no eyes. I mean, seriously, how come he's got no eyes? Kind of a bit confusing. So, so to until but when you when when Beauty and the Boo House first aired on the Disney Playhouse, that's when they decided to change his design by adding his eyes, so people don't get scared of him anymore, something like that. But still, some people may still scared of him because of what he used to look like before he has eyes again in the new version. So I don't really blame anyone else who also used to get scared of him in the older version. So believe me, I'm not the only one. So believe me, I kind of grow out of it now because I'm more grown up, I'm mature and all that. So that's just all I'm saying. And hang on a minute. I think I just remembered something about the guy who plays Ray the Sun. I believe he was in the '80s movie called Annie. You might recognize him because he works in this sort of building. When Annie was was later adopted by that. Oh, don't know. I can't remember the name now, but it was ages ago since I watched that movie. I just remember. So, let's move on. I just remember these VHS and DVDs. So I kind of forgot the name of VHS. I might check that out in a minute. So I'm going um to mention that I remember some of the DVDs I used to watch from Bear in the Big Blue House, and it's called Bear in the Big Blue House, Everyone's Special, and the other one was Bear in the Big Blue House, The Big Sleep. I just remember these DVDs so very well, and I'm thankful that whoever that person is who uploads those videos in the episodes from that DVD. I'm very thankful to that person who uploads those episodes again on YouTube, and I'm proud of that person. Thank you very much, whoever you are. To be honest, I kind of really miss watching on those DVDs I used to get. So believe me, I just that's all I'm saying. Uh, So let's go to find out what's the VHS. Uh, oh, aha. Okay. Now I remember the name of it now, and it's called Bear in the Big Blue House Dance Fever. I think I also remember the other one, and it's called Bear in the Big Blue House Happy and Healthy. So these are the other ones that I remember from the VHS. But I can't remember the episodes from these VHS to be honest. Well, you know me, I'm not really good at remember things that much. Even though I do got a good memory, because I always get told by everyone, including my family, saying that I got like an elf brain. So, uh I just remember these VHS. So sadly, I don't have these VHS anymore now, because just for no, how to say, gone. Yeah, gone forever. But don't worry, I'm pretty sure I'm find out what's the episode again. One day I will find out. So yeah, I also remember this other character called Shadow. Do you guys remember Shadow? I'm pretty sure you do. The Shadow is a book, um, sort of a how to use a shadow. Because I'm not really gonna explain how to describe her because after all she is a shadow. Like I want to know what she really looks like without seeing her shadow. You know what I mean? Because sometimes I really want to know what she really looked like if she was a real person. I don't know. I bet you guys probably may agree with me. I don't know, but I'm saying. I kind of like the theme song of being a big house. The theme song always so catchy and never stop listening to it, and I sometimes can't get out of my head. Don't like that. Ugh. Um, I just remember that theme song all the time. I can't get it out of my head, and well, no, it doesn't come out of your head. So, and there's like an end version of the theme tune, like once the episode's finished and then the whole credits comes on, like, eh, honest, I always get spooked by it what makes me feel spooked by it was because the way that where the screen just zoomed away from the house and the house was like open where you can see all different rooms inside. Oh, as a kid, I was like, I can't bear it anymore. Because I always get spooked. Some of the things I used to get scared of, like Harry Book of Blood Dinosaurs thing, the Swan Monster. Ugh, that always give me the. But we're not here to talk about Harry and his Book of Blood Dinosaurs. We're here to talk about Ben the Big House. So, just hope you guys like my review about Ben the House. And if you want to talk about your thoughts about being house, you'll always be free to do so in the comments. Or if you have any sort of questions about being the big house, you can always be open to do so in the comments. So, I'll see you guys later, and I'm sorry if my video is not as long as you guys thought. It's because, like I already mentioned, that I can't remember very much about being a big house. So, hope you guys enjoy my video, and I'll catch you guys very soon. Bye.